Just want to get everybody ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to our second segment of our press conference of match 54 or 57. Sekhukhune United versus Central Lupopo at New Pitamkawa Stadium. So in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our head coach, Brendan Truter, the standing captain, Mr. Sibusiso Vilakazi. Yes, we will open. So the first segment, coach, it's the overall feelings of your game, of the game today. What did you think of it? And that same question will go to Sibusiso.
Thank you. Not an easy game. Of course, we anticipated a tough game. It being a continental tournament, Confederations Cup as well. It made preparations a bit difficult in terms of the opponent we're facing. In terms of the league just having started, finding footage and finding analysis on them was tough. But saying that, I have to compliment the boys. It was a very good effort. They've worked extremely hard in the league. But in the game itself, everything worked out very well. I think the first half, they employed a mid-block. We found it a bit difficult penetrating them. But there was some space behind them, and when we got in there, we looked really dangerous. But we got the goals, and then we conceded from a set play as well. Things we prepared for, but yeah, they had the luck of the rebound in terms of the second ball. And punished us. We managed to get a goal with Jamie Weaver just before halftime, and that changed the complex of the game in terms of the second half. They had to come out or get the equalizer or had to sit on the one goal, taking it home. Yes, the first opening starts on the second half, the first 10-15 minutes, they put us under pressure trying to get the goal. They pressed a bit higher, but that left so much spacing behind them as well. And we managed to get a third. We should have also added to that, I think, a 2-goal cushion in the going to the away league. We're not too sure about it, but Kinshasa is not the easy place to go to. But yeah, we were so much more deep. I'm happy with performances tonight. Some debuts, the goalkeeper Ronaldo, Treasure Nyamba was the first partnership, Mkabela, Mikael Dias. Yeah, there's so much outstanding performances tonight, so I'm happy. I'm happy with the performances. I'm happy with the result. We have a 2-goal cushion to take Kinshasa, but yeah, it should have been more. The missed chances tonight is my only concern, and yeah, I think it's up to the next game for us.
So, good evening. Mine is just to, of course, support the coach. He was more on the sidelines looking at the game. I was more inside. Of course, what's important is that we have to congratulate ourselves for the win. What's important is that we scored goals, we won the game, and then of course now going forward is just to go and look at the game, try to see how we can improve, so that it prepares us very well going to the next encounter, which is the second leg. Overall, I said we scored 2 goals. Congratulations to ourselves. It will give us a clear indication on what to work on as soon as we have the game and we're able to clean out one or two or three things that we have to fix, and then the confidence on its own, it will get better, of course. But I think at this stage and at this point in time, playing these kind of competitions is more about winning the games, and of course gradually has to start to build the momentum. But more than anything, yeah, we won the game, and then we look forward to the next coming game.
So we are going to open up to members of media. Okay.
Rochelle Sequela from Capricorn FM Sports. Coach, in regards to the goals, I mean, an absolute stunner from Jamie. Ohiza also had an amazing one, and it's a pretty comfortable scoreline to go into, but it seemed into the second half, things just became slightly reluctant from the attacking force. How do you feel about that? And given the fact that Kinshasa is going to be slightly more difficult, how do you plan on averting that situation?
Can I take the second question, or do you want to answer?
Yeah, of course it's a new structure for us in terms of the formation we use tonight. It not limits the attacking options, but in terms of our structure going forward, we have to improve on. I'm happy with the goal score. It came from open play, and it was two set plays that we scored from as well. So I'm happy with that. In terms of our ball position, in terms of our decision making in the last term, they were vulnerable to the speed, and also they left a lot of gaps between them as well. There's something we want to exploit. With the players at our disposal and some of the guys who didn't feature tonight as well, we can surely improve. And of course with the addition of Collins and Zuma to the technical team, I'm sure that it's something we can fix in terms of the striking force and scoring more goals.
Thank you. Evening, Coach. Evening, Villa. My name is Obani from Far Post. Coach, the changes that you made, you should be happy with how everyone impressed, and is it a good hike going ahead into the league and other cups? And also a question to both Villa and the coach. Going to Kinshasa means the hostility in terms of the fans and everything, and having a 2-goal cushion. What do you tell the boys now going into that space in terms of how they cope into that environment, because it's a bit different from here? It's a question for both the coach and the player. Thank you.
Yeah, on the first one, the substitutions in the lineup to not speak to us as a technical team. Yes, there was concerns, I think during the first opening games, about the gap between the first choice and the second choice, and I think that gap tonight was closed by performances and the substitutions as well. I think everybody put in a very good shift, and it's a good headache to have as a technical team. Kabela is competing with Nico Mori, but the shift tonight, you put it in the performance, you put it, tells us a lot about what we have in terms of our depth. Musade did well, Villa and the team as well. It's a role he's familiar with, and the flies in it as well. Mukele came in, we had Rally Balia as well. And yeah, coming on to the second one as well, I think the hostility in Kinshasa, yeah, everybody knows about it, but if you look at the team as well, we have a lot of experienced players in terms of internationals. I can mention Badra, Ediji, Makadoso, Villa, Rally Balia, Makocho, Moizo. So there's a lot of experience and maturity, and players who's played at this level and has faced such hostility. So it's nothing to worry about. But yeah, so from the squad perspective and the play personnel, they will surely advise the younger players and the other players who haven't been there about how to deal with the situations.
Of course, with the competition that's been developing, not only today, it has started throughout the campaign. So for us, it's just to give the coach a headache so that he has sleepless nights. So that when he thinks about that lineup, I'm like, coach, don't forget me also, I'm there. But of course, it's, at the end of the day, it's what you put in the field of play that speaks volume. And another thing is that anybody that's given a chance, of course, you have to raise your hand, put in the job, work for the team, make sure that the team gets maximum points, the team gets progress, the team gets to develop, the team. It makes it a habit of winning games, which I think we're trying to create that, and it's a process. With the process, it takes time, but then with that, I think we're in the right line of having that process of winning games, and of course having to go to Kinshasa. I mean, the experience of that place on its own being hostile, I think for me more than anything, and the guys, is just to go out there and just enjoy yourself. I mean, you've just you have 2 goals within the bag, so protect that. But more than anything, try to make the crowd be on your side more than anything, because of, I mean, it's hostile, but it's nice. Trust me, it's very nice. I've been there a couple of times. It's very nice. So just go out there and then have the game. It's just enjoying the game more than anything, because of you score 1 or 2 goals, that crowd decides to be on your side. So it's gonna be nice.
Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Sibusiso. Letaba Khanyago, Idiski Times. I have a question for you and the player as well. Coach, seeing the 2 goals that came from set pieces and even the other goal that got ruled as offside as well, Jamie, is he now the set piece specialist in the team? And also to ask Sibusiso, just a continuation on the question that Ofani asked of the experience. With this being a momentous occasion today for the team making a debut in African competition, how vital was that experience? Yours, obviously, as someone who's played in CAF competitions, even the other guys that have played in CAF competitions as well. Thanks.
Yeah, the set play routines, we do train it, and with Jamie Weber, we have a good deliverer of the ball, got good technique. But I'm still not happy in terms of his deliveries from outside. So something still work on. We have some good aggressive hitters of the ball as well. So it's all about getting it into the right area. With the direct free kicks, we saw it against Sundowns. We saw the first one on target. Definitely he's one, but there's also other players that's capable of it. Is it that James number 1 at the moment? So yeah.
With the experience, I think I can only add a couple of guys also. Eddie has been with Ghana for a couple of years and has been playing in the AFCON for the longest time. So with his experience also, he needs to be more vocal to help the guys. Dana also, I mean, they reached the final with Kaizer Chiefs. That's on his own, that's huge experience. Gam also, being part of the national team in the AFCON 2019, adds a bit of, not even a bit, a whole lot of experience. So that drops off from us to the younger guys. But not only that, it can only happen with the guys also getting the experience of playing. Because of when you play more games, when you play these kind of games, you get more experience and you get to learn. So with that also, it will come very handy. It's game by game, you get experience. Most important, you said, making history. I think making history with the win, which was the most important thing for us tonight. And of course, playing at home, having the support, I think we have to also give in the applaud of those guys that came in on those seats. We have to appreciate them, you know. The number will improve, of course, with the amount of games that we try to win. That's how you're able to make people come to the stadium. So we urge them and we really appreciate the support that they gave us tonight. And of course, going forward, as I say, the history made, which is 3 points. We put 1 foot in front of, in terms of going forward to Kinshasa. So with that also, so we need to give ourselves a pat on the back.
Can we get the last 2 questions? And we'll get the final remarks, and we can come to the end of our press conference.
Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Vilakazi. Well, congratulations on your win tonight. It's a great win. Well, just to add on what my colleagues has just emphasized, a couple of changes were made. I just want to know, with regards to that, the couple of changes that were made, were they tactical or were just giving the players the run just so they can be fit to go into the next match?
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with our tactical structure. We were happy with it. We made it the first 10-15 minutes. Then we possessed the ball more, so it was more about getting fresh legs on the ball, yeah. And it was all about thinking about Wednesday as well. Yes, we have a league campaign also that we need to focus on. It's an away game, it's not going to be easy against Eloi here. So yeah, it was definitely our thought process in terms of saving guys for Wednesday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Coach. I wanted to find out, is it a relief that you finally got that win at home, and are you hoping that is going to also go into the league? And also, I think it's off, but I can talk. I wanted to find out, are there players from the opposition that really caught your attention in terms today? Thank you.
I think our first 2 games, of course, put us a bit under pressure to get a win here tonight for our supporters. They've been excellent, so yeah, they deserve the win tonight. We all know a team win against Sundowns in our first game, and then we will know what happened in the second game against Swallows. So yeah, but we managed to pick up points away from them. That's a good plus. Winning at Peter Mukaba in terms of last season as well, we made it a fortress, and we would like to do it again this season. That's a monkey off our back, and I'm absolutely ecstatic with this win tonight. For the team, for the technical team, and for the supporters as well. So yeah, thank you.
Can we get the final remarks? We can start with Villa, Coach.
Remarks about?
The final words.
Final words. Well, we've said a mouthful of things, so it's just to say thank you guys for the questions, and then hopefully you guys will be our #1 supporters when you go away. Hopefully you'll be on that flight. So yeah, but then overall, thank you so much.
Final remarks is about the players. They've worked extremely hard this week. During the FIFA break, yes, we had some extensive work to do in terms of our structure, in terms of Plan B and Plan C as well. I'm happy for the performances tonight. Some individuals, it was a 50-50 split in the lineup, and those guys that came in as well, they've played very well. And like Villa said earlier as well, it's a good headache to have, but we have to carry this form and carry this mentality over to the league. That's my only concern now, but not really a concern. It's about consistency now going forward from this result, from this performance. We have to replicate it in our domestic league as well.
Ladies and gentlemen,